Hello, welcome back. And for just in context for this video, I am from the bottom of my heart, really. I am extremely sorry if there has been a lack of uploads lately. It's just that I have been doing a lot of stuff. For example, I've had a absolute shit ton of exams and other stuff in my personal life that has been like craving my attention. So sorry for the lack of uploads, but really, if I'm gonna be honest, I ain't gonna try to say oh, I'm gonna try to upload for a week because well, that's just bad for you guys because then I'll bring your hopes up and I don't really know if I can keep any promises currently. So, but today we're gonna be continuing the class guide, specifically going through the first actual class that appears in the PHP, the the Barbarian. Now, what is a barbarian? Basically, a barbarian is this uncontrollable force of rage and battle prowess. So basically, I think I heard someone say basically, barbarians are too angry to die. They are angry as you can all get. They tend to attack. They are not very. The difference between a fighter and a barbarian is that a fighter will attack with more finesse or more traditional training. A barbarian would just swing his axe until the thing is dead. So they are very angry and they can be. And they tend to have the most hit points because they get the biggest hit die, meaning they'll probably have the most HP of the entirety of the party because they are the only ones that have a D12, nobody else. So they're like, ah, fuck you, and all your damage. I am doing shit. I'm gonna kill you. So yeah, the barbarian has really a few things that makes them unique. The first one is rage. So basically, you can unleash a rage and you gain some benefits. For example, you have an advantage on strength checks and saving throws, which means you can roll 2d20 and get the higher results, aka the better one, which is very good because strength is usually the stat that a barbarian has the highest in. And they also get some damage bonuses that goes up. It start at +2 and ends at +4. But the part which makes rage extremely good is that you have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. So basically, any weapon you have resistance against, meaning for example, if you were supposed to take 8 points of slashing damage and you're raging, well then you take 4 because it's halved. So yeah, they get a lot of unique stuff. For example, unarmored defense, meaning when you're not wearing armor, your armor class is equal to 10 plus your dexterity modifier plus your constitution modifier. So technically, if you have maxed out both constitution and dexterity, you will have a 20 armor class and you can basically be nude. You can be literally naked and just walking around and have the armor class that a dragon usually has. They usually have an AC of 20, so you basically have that. So you gain some stuff: reckless attacks, faster movement, brutal critical, relentless rage, persistence rage, general a lot of stuff. Basically, the barbarian is okay. You go up to the biggest dude and you kill it. You kill it until it's dead, and then you kill it more. Actually, you just keep killing. So basically, the barbarian is very much a class that you cannot play good because it's so simple that you just have to walk up again and just kill everything. Now we'll go more into the subclasses, which are called the primal paths. Now the path of the berserker are basically think barbarian 2.0. They are better and they gain a lot more wildness. You just attack wildly without any control. Now, the second one is called the Path of the Totem Warrior. Now, the Path of the Totem Warrior isn't a crazy madman, but instead channels the spirits of totems into the body, which gives them special properties. You can choose between a bear, an eagle, and a wolf. The bear usually gives more hit points, meaning if you want your barbarian to be a tank, I would recommend picking the bear options every time. The eagle usually helps with perception checks and being a lot more there, a lot more like perceptive and such. And the wolf usually helps, are usually better and more stealthing and more for good with if you have multiple people around you. So that was the two ones we had in the PHP, going off to Soundclars. Yeah, now it's a lot. And there we have another three, which are the Zealot, Storm Herald, and Ancestral Guardian. Now, the Ancestral Guardian Barbarian channels the ghost of their ancestors, and they will help them attack, defend. Basically, you can, if anybody has ever read JoJo, it's basically a stand. So you get like, okay, they can protect, attack. They're basically a whole ass ghost that just helps you in battle. Now we've got the Path of the Storm Herald, which is my personal favorite, just because I like storms. So you get to pick one of three domains, desert, sea, and tundra, and you gain some specific things. For example, you can deal different types of damage. For example, in desert, you can deal more fire damage, because in the desert, it's fire. The sea, I don't know, I think it's lightning. But yeah, you get a lot of stuff that has to do with storms and channeling a specific part of storms into you. Now we got the Path of the Zealots. The Path of the Zealots channel the divine powers of gods through a barbarian. So you're basically sort of a cleric-ish in that you have a god or somebody who gives you a little bit of power, but you're still an angry meatball of death. Sorry also if this video may be a little bit shorter, because currently I am gonna have to do a lot of stuff. Now we have the Path of the Beast. Now basically, the best way to explain the Path of the Beast is basically think that you have permanent rabies. You are this monstrous creature that attacks everything in its sight. Basically a werewolf actually is the best way to see them. So you gain a lot of you can bite, claw them, infect other people, and do a lot of wild shit with the virus that is through your body. Now we got the final one, which is the Path of Wild Magic. A lot like a Wild Magic Sorcerer, the Wild Magic Barbarian channels pure chaos into their magic, and which allows them to get some magical effects. For example, you can teleport, you can fuse one weapon with magic, you can hit another creature, you can add a little bit more damage. In general, most of the Barbarian Wild Magic subclass features or the wild magic effects you can get are mostly positive, because it isn't as much as, okay, you get the new cool thing. It isn't as much of just, okay, because with the wild magic sorcerer it's more like, okay, it can be good, it can be bad. Here is mostly good. So you gain some control over it, and generally becoming a more of a wild card is the best way to explain it. Again, sorry for the short video today, but I have a lot of stuff to do because I'm going away, like actually in the afternoon. So see you guys and have a happy day.